Welcome to Easy to Learn Technical Skills. In this video, I am going to discuss with you the concept of stack. So, what is called as a stack? Stack is a linear data structure. The arrangements of last in first out principle. Simply, we can call it as LIFO. There are two operations are there in stack. One is called as push and one is called as a pop. So, push means the insertion and pop means the deletion. So, insertion will be takes place at the top of the stack and deletion will be takes place at the top of the stack. So, this is the way we have to do the insertion as well as the deletion on the stack. Now we will see the push operation. Before we are going to do the insertion operation, first we have to define the stack. So here I define the stack size is 5, and now we are going to declare the stack, and we have to declare the top also, because top is a integer one, it is refers the index value. And now we are going to do the push operation. So whenever we are going to do the insertion operation, first we have to read the value. So n is the integer one, we are going to read the n value because we are going to insert the only numbers values. And now once we read the value, first you have to check that if top is equal to size minus 1 or not. If the top is equal to size minus 1, for example, if the top is equal to for example 4, which means that 4 is equal to our size of the stack is called as a 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. So if the top is equal to 4 and the size minus 1 equal to 4, we can't do the insertion operation. That means push operation will not be performed. So that we need to write one statement, printf stack is full. Once the stack is full, we can't do the insertion operation on the stack. First of all, you have to know that where the top pointer will be point. So initially there is no elements on the stack, the top will be pointing to the minus 1. Now we are going to do the insertion operation in the else part. Else. So now first you have to check that first the stack is full or not. The stack is not full, so comes to the else part. In this else part, first you have to increase in the index position. So top equal to top plus 1. So now just imagine that initially the top pointer pointing to minus 1, there is no elements on the stack, so initially top pointer pointing to minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1, we will get the answer as 0. So now the top will be increased as 1, so which means that it will pointing to the index position as 0. So already we got the value 10. Now the 10 value will be placed inside the stack. We already increasing the index value. Now we have to place the value in the position of 0th index, right? So now we have to assign one statement, stack of top is equal to n. So whatever the value we read through the help of the scanf statement, and that value should be assigned at the top of stack. So here 10 will be placed in the 0th index as of now. So this is the way we have to do the insertion operation. So now just imagine that, so now the 0th index is occupied by value 10. So now the top is minus 1 is removed. Now the value will be placed as the 0th index. Now if you want to insert one more element, first you have to check the top equal to size minus 1 or not. So what is called as the top? Now the top is pointing to 0th value. So 0 is equal to size minus 1 is called as a 4. So the condition become fail. So come to the else part. In the else part, we have the statement top equal to top plus 1. So 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So now we are going to assign the value. Just imagine that I am going to insert the value 20. So the 20 will be placed at the stack of top. So what is called as a stack of top? Top is equal to pointing to the value first index. Okay. So now the 20 will be moved to the first index because of the statement stack of top equal to n. So the 20 will be placed at the stack of top. So now increasing the index also through the help of top equal to top plus 1. So this is the way we have to do the second insertion. Now the next push operation will be performed. So if top equal to size minus 1. So first you have to read the value, and the value, for example, value called as 30. I want to push it into the stack. Here the top equal to 1. So 1 is equal to 4. Conditions become fail. If it is fail, come to the else part. So else part we have the statement top equal to top plus 1. So what is called as a top? Top equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Now the stack of top, we have to assign the value with the help of 2. So stack of 2, we are going to place our value. Just now we increasing the index from 1 to 2. Now the second index will be created, and the value called as 30. 30 will be placed in the second index position. And now we are going to insert one more value. For example, I want to insert number 40. So scanf, we have to read the statement, then value will be given as 40. Then we have to check the top equal to size minus 1. So here the index position starts from 2. So if top equal to 2 is equal to 4, conditions become fail. Then come to the else part. So what is called as a top? Top is called as a 2. Now we have to check with 2 plus 1. So what is the answer? 3. Now that stack of top equal to 3. Now we are going to store the value in the position of third index. So first you have to increase the index position as 3 and value will be placed as 40 here. And now just imagine I want to insert one more value. What will happen? First you have to read the value. The value is called as a 50. And now you have to store the value in the position of stack. So first you have to check that whether stack is full or not. So how will you check? So top equal to, which means that third index equal to third is equal to 4. Conditions become fail. Then come to the else part. In this else part, we have the statement top equal to top plus 1. So whenever we want to do the insertion, first we have to increasing the index position. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Conditions are satisfied now. So now the top position is equal to 4. Now we have to assign the value stack of 4. I am going to assign the value called as 50. So now the 50 will be placed in the position of stack of top. So already we increasing the position. Now the index is 4 and we have the values called as a 50. So now I am going to insert number 60. So 60 will be inserted at the top of the stack. First you have to check the condition. Top equal to 4. 4 is equal to 4. So conditions become true, which means the stack is full. So there is no elements are possible to do the insertion operation on the stack because the stack is already full. And this is a way the push operations will be performed on the stack. So every time you are going to do the push operation, first you have to check that whether the stack is full or not. If the stack is full, we can't able to do that insertion operation. If the stack is having some space to insert, we can able to do the insertion. So now I am going to do the operation of pop. So what is called as a pop? Pop means the deletion. So in this pop operation, we can able to delete the elements from the stack. Just imagine that the stack having some value. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And the top will be pointing to the maximum position. So here the index positions are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The top is pointing to the fourth index. Now suppose if you want to do the pop operation, first you have to check that the stack is having some values or not. If the stack having value, we can able to do the deletion operation. If the stack does not have any value, we can't do the deletion operation. So that first you have to check with if condition. If top equal to minus 1 or not. If the top is equal to minus 1, we can tell that there is no elements on the stack. So printf stack is empty. So here the stack is empty. So now we are going to have some now the stack having already values. Now the values can be doing the deletion operation. So whenever we are going to do the deletion operation, first you have to check that whether the stack is empty or not. If the stack is empty, we can't do the deletion operation. So according to this diagram, we have 5 elements are there. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 indexes also there. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 elements also there. So now we are going to do the deletion operation. Now we have the else part. So first you have to, we already knows the concept of stack, last in first out. So what is the last inserted element? Last inserted element is called as a 50. So now the 50 should be deleted on the top of the stack. Whatever the value we are going to delete at the top of the stack, that will be assigned with another name is called as element. So now the element is equal to stack of top. So here the top pointing to the fourth index. Now the stack of top, whatever the value will be there, and that value will be assigned as element. So here the 50 is called as element now. And now we have one printf statement. So before we are going to reduce the index, we have to print the value. And once we print the element, now we have to reduce the top position. So here top minus minus. And this is the way we have to do the deletion operation. So first we have to do the deletion operation. Before that, we are going to check with the top equal to minus 1 or not. If the top equal to minus 1, we can't do the deletion operation. If the stack having some value, we can do the deletion operation. Once the else part is completed, the stack of top will be removed and the value also deleted from the stack. and now the value 4 elements are there in the stack. Now we are going to check that whether the stack having elements or not. Yes, so we have the 4 indexes are there, so 0 1 2 3. Now we have to check with the top equal to -1 or not. So what is called as a top is equal to 3. How can you say that? Because we already assigned the top equal to -1, top equal to top -1. That is the expansion of this one. That is the expansion of this line. Top equal to top minus 1. So top equal to top -1. So already we have the index position is 4. Now the 4 minus 1 is called as a 3. Now third is called as a top. So top equal to -1 or not. So conditions become fail because stack is not empty. So now come to the else part. So in this else part we have the statement element is equal to stack of top. So whatever the top position value, that will be assigned to the element. So here the value is called as 40 will be assigned to the element. So now you have to print the element as well as you have to reduce the top minus, which means the top equal to top -1. So now the element will be removed as well as the index position also removed, and now the top pointer pointing to 2. And again we have to check with deletion operation. That means the pop operation will be takes place. So first you have to check the top equal to -1 or not. So what is the top position? So 2 is equal to -1. Conditions become fail. Then come to the else part. In the else part we have to assign the value whatever the element we are going to delete at the top of the stack, that will be assigned to the element. So here the index value is called as the element value is called as a 30. 30 will be stored on the element, and now we have to print the element before we are going to delete the element from the stack. Now we have the statement top equal to top -1. So now we have to reduce the index position as well as the data also deleted from the stack. Now here the value is called as 30. That 30 will be popped from the stack. And now again we are going to do the deletion operation. First you have to check the top equal to -1 or not. So what is called as the top? Now the top is called as a 1. So 1 is equal to -1. Conditions become fail. So if the conditions become fail, come to the else part. So whatever the top position, that will be assigned to the value, and the value will be assigned to the element. So here the top element is called as 20. So 20 will be assigned to the element. Now we have the printf statement to print before we are going to delete the element. So now the 20 will be printed on the screen, and you have to reduce the top position, and the deleting element will be present at the output screen. And now again if you want to do the deletion operation or pop operation, first you have to check the top equal to -1 or not. So what is called as the top? Already we know that the top is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to -1, conditions become fail. Then come to the else part. So here the top is equal to pointing to the 0th index, the value called as 10. So the element having the value 10, because of the statement stack of 0th index, I am going to have the value will be assigned to element. Now before we are going to do the deletion operation, first you have to print the element value, and now we have to reduce the top position, top equal to top -1 or else top minus. Now the element will be reduced as well as the index also removed, and the value will be printed on the screen. Now the top is equal to pointing to -1. So -1 is equal to -1, conditions become true. If the conditions become true, we can conclude that there is no elements on the stack, so which means the stack is empty. So this is the way we have to do the pop operations on the stack. So every time we have to check with the stack is empty or not. If the stack is empty, we can't do the deletion operation on the stack, or else we can do the deletion operation at the top of the stack. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you.